Alright, hey guys, been a while, but I'm back with another video. I recently picked up the new iPhone 16 Pro, and it's an upgrade from my old phone. I had the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so going from the 12 Pro Max to the 16 Pro, quite a big jump, mainly for the cameras. The phone itself, pretty similar, like I'm not going to get into that. The main reason I upgraded was to check out the new cameras, especially the new video features. Just from the 12 to the 16, the video capabilities have really gotten a lot better. But what really excites me is shooting Apple log. The footage coming out of these cameras, what I've seen other creators do, is really impressive. I just wanted to see if this iPhone 16 Pro could be a capable C camera or even a B camera to help with my productions. I mainly shoot on a Sony a7S III and an FX30. So the first thing I did when I picked up the iPhone 16 Pro was download the Blackmagic camera app. Grab that app, it's amazing if you're going to do any professional video on it. It really just unlocks the full manual controls of the camera and allows you to record ProRes. And what I do is ProRes LT and record Apple log. I'm not doing the full ProRes because I just think it's a little overkill for what it is. I don't want to attach an SSD to my iPhone and just add more things to complicate it. What really is important to me is when shooting on an iPhone is that I want to keep it light and simple. I'm not trying to rig it up super crazy with like a huge, cage and all these accessories. At that point, I feel like why not? Why would I be using the phone? Like, why not just shoot with an actual camera? I find it a little bit ridiculous. But I think one piece of equipment that you really need to get if you're gonna professionally shoot some video on the iPhone and you want the best quality is here an ND filter. You definitely need an ND filter. It's making sure your shutter angle is locked. So if you're shooting 24 frames a second, you want to lock your shutter angle at 1/48 or 1/50. You're gonna get some smoother video that's more cinematic, as they say. But yeah. And like I was looking online, just like looking at what the ND options are. Again, my priority is just keep the iPhone as basic as possible in terms of its kit. This ND filter combo I picked up off Amazon. It's MagSafe, so it just connects to the back of the iPhone, and then it's got a 67mm thread on there. So this is a 67mm ND. Super easy. It slaps onto the back of MagSafe. When I'm not using it, I can just take it off. It still fits in the pocket. And yeah, it doesn't really change my iPhone in any way. I use my iPhone with no case. Is the one thing with this, you can't have a case on it if you're using with this particular ND filter adapter. Here is some of the footage that I caught with the iPhone 16 Pro. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that footage. I caught that on a nice fall evening out here when the sun was setting, so the light was looking really nice. Shot that all ProRes LT Apple log, graded it in Final Cut Pro, used the Phantom LUTs as well for it, and that's really the same LUTs I use for my Sony's. So I think it'll balance together quite nicely in terms of the color. But yeah, like a bit about the experience shooting with the iPhone. Yeah, number one, the ND is a must, especially if you're shooting outdoors and you're trying to cut the light down. Especially if you're going to be filming something a bit more professional, or something that's a bit more polished than just your quick videos. Quick videos, just use the Apple camera app. It's the simplest. But anything that you want a little bit more polish on, or if you want a higher production value, definitely the Blackmagic app. Shoot it with some ND. Yeah, like that's key. The Apple log, it grades super well with the Phantom LUTs. I really like those LUTs. The colors you get from it, you can just see from the video. It's really nice. The experience of shooting on a phone is like honestly really refreshing, coming from using bigger cameras. The image quality coming out of these phones now is just so good. I think if the lighting is amazing, your footage is going to look great. That's really where that equilibrium is now with cameras. As long as you got really good lighting, you're probably going to get a pretty good image out of it. Where like larger cameras shine is obviously depth of field. They have a larger sensor, so you're going to get a more shallow depth of field, and they're going to handle low light situations much better. But for an iPhone, this is crazy. It's in your pocket, right? And you've got 3 lenses on it as well. You have like the 24, the wide angle, and also the telephoto. I think it's 120 millimeter. I think the wide angle is 14 millimeter. Could be wrong. But I had a lot of fun just standing there shooting with an iPhone, bouncing between the 3 lenses. You can get really close, you can shoot further away, get a really nice wide. The flexibility is pretty amazing, and the stabilization, at least using the Blackmagic app, has been pretty good. One thing though with the Blackmagic app I hope they address is that there is some sort of bug or an error when you're using the wide angle lens and the telephoto lens. Like the framing like jumps. You'll see in this footage right now, you can see the frame like jumps up and then jumps back down, and that only happens when you're using stabilization and also using the telephoto and the wide lenses. It doesn't happen with the primary 24 millimeter lens, so that's all good. But anyways, just some closing thoughts. It's a really good camera. For a video camera, it's very good. Video camera coming out of a cell phone, something that you have in your pocket, that's really where the advantage is. You're really getting really good quality video just from a phone that's in your pocket that you have on you already, and then pair it with like an ND filter. That's where you're really going to get the highest quality that I think can pair really well on an actual production. Like I can see it being used to just like get another wide angle like C camera if you need to, if you're on set, some BTS stuff, some pickups of just like B-roll nature shots outdoors. That wide angle is really nice. It'll fit really nicely with the footage on my Sony's, and like that's I think the best case use for this phone is it's like sure you can rig it up like crazy, put a cage on it, attach like all these accessories to it, like people, you know, like Moments selling all these lenses and everything. But then at that point, it's like, I don't know, are you using this camera as your A camera? Then you might as well rig it up as like your actual camera. But for me, I think it's something that's just an addition to my kit. I just want to keep it with me. It's my phone anyways. I'm going to have it around. And then if I need it to pick up some shots, I can trust that it's going to get me some really good quality shots. One thing, if you are using this camera, if you're like a content creator or a vlogger or whatever, maybe not the best. It's like you can't see, there's no screen to see yourself. So I just set up my iPhone on a tripod facing me, and I can't see the framing, so I don't even know if I'm in focus. I'm really hoping the autofocus just got that done. But yeah, like that's the only thing. If you're filming yourself on the iPhone, maybe not the best, but it's honestly, the footage, really impressed with the quality and the detail coming out of this like cell phone. It's nuts. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.